Welcome back to Taste Like Disney. I'm Joey. My producer editor Sophie is in the corner over there watching my every move. Sophie is also my dog, and as I said, she's my producer and editor. So if you see any scrolling text going across the bottom of the screen, most of the time they are poking fun at me. Those come from Sophie. So I don't know, she might do it in this video, she might not. She does it most of the time, but we shall see. So last night I had the pleasure of going to see Jaws in real 3D. Now this is not Jaws 1983 in 3D. It was actually called Jaws 3D. This is Jaws 1975 converted into real 3D. Jaws 3D is not that good of a movie, although if that came out again at theaters in 3D, I would obviously go see it because I'm such a huge Jaws fan. So the biggest thing I want to say is that, I'm going to keep this pretty short because I've filmed a couple of these before and they went on for way too long. So I'm going to try to keep this one short, I promise you. But the biggest thing for me is just how good this movie looks. It's going to be 50 years, it'll be 50 years old in 2 years. Looks like it was filmed last week. If not for the clothes that people are wearing and the styles, you would think it was. So good. It holds up so well. And just to go see it again on the big screen was enough for me to go to the theater, but the fact that it was in 3D was even cooler. And they also have it in IMAX, so I want to see it in IMAX next, because we only saw it in 3D. It wasn't 3D. I think they have IMAX 3D, just IMAX, just 3D. So we saw it in just 3D. So, you think of 3D, you think of stuff popping out of the screen, but that's not this. That was because it wasn't filmed to be in 3D, but it's just more of a depth thing. Everything has depth to it. So, and it's hard to describe that. I tried in the other video and I rambled too long. So just go see it and you'll know what I mean. Everything is, like looking at a picture. No, it's almost like you're looking out of a window onto what is going on the screen, not like you're watching a movie screen, really. I guess you could say it that way, yeah. Like you're looking out on a window, onto a window. You're looking out of a window, watching Jaws. I guess that makes sense. And also, the cool thing too is the water line. You know how they filmed everything right? Not everything, but a lot of scenes were filmed right at the water line. The surface of the water. It's almost, that is cool too, because it almost feels like the water's going to come into the theater. It's like right there. It works well in 3D. And the dark scenes were not too dark. I've heard some complaints about that. At least at the theater that we were at, they were good. Like the first scene, obviously, Chrissy's death, Chrissy Watkins' death, was done, or was not too dark at all. You could see, it looked great. In the water, came right at you. It felt like you were down there with her in the water, getting splashed. Because it would hit the screen and kind of roll down a little bit, which it always does that, but when it was in 3D, because everything in the foreground's like right there. So like when they're on the boat, like everything you see, like the mast, if it's a shot from high above looking down, the mast will be the thing you see right up here, and then everything else follows. So yeah, I just want, and that's, I don't want to go on for too long because I did in the other video, but that's the main thing is the 3D is looks like it was made to be in 3D. It's the weirdest thing. They did a great job on this. And I actually noticed a few things with the sound as well. I picked up a few things that I hadn't noticed or that I don't hear as well, maybe if you watch it at home. There were a couple things, like Brody when he's doing when Quinn's trying to teach him how to tie the knot. If you've seen Jaws, if you haven't seen Jaws, go watch it and then come back to this rambling, incoherent movie review. That's what I should call this. So when he's doing he's trying to tie the knot, he's saying stuff like it goes into the hole, out of the hole, and stuff. So the whole time that Quinn is hooking himself up to the chair, because he sees something biting his fishing line, you can hear Brody in the background talking himself through this attempt to tie the knot. Coolest thing, I've never noticed that before, so it kind of adds tension to that scene. And then also when the girl sees the shark going into the pond, she also says it's going into the estuary. That's a hard word for me to say. Estuary. So she's like, it's in the pond, it's in the estuary. I don't know why I get hung up on that word. So I've never noticed that before. I heard her say pond, but I didn't hear her say estuary. And I'm sure if I listened to it on my, I could watch it now, maybe turn the sound up, you might still hear it. But I think it was because I was in the, you're in the theater and just hear it, a lot more. Sounds like the waves you could hear a lot better. The crack, the beach scenes, you could hear people talking everywhere. Anyway, so this for me gets an A+. You should definitely go see it. I think it's only out for another couple days though. I hope they bring it back because it's doing very well. And so I give it an A+. I'd love to go see it again. I'd like to see it in IMAX now. So thank you for doing that. And like I said, to me, Jaws is the greatest film of all time. And actually, while I'm doing this, I should have been drinking this Narragansett beer that I have down here, just like Quint. Crush it like Quint. So yes, and I actually noticed this in the movie a few more times too. It was in Quint's shack, one scene, and then when the guys are going out to hunt the shark, Mrs. Kittner's bounty, one of the guys in the boat was drinking this as well, was drinking one of these. So it's actually in the movie a lot more than I thought. So Narragansett, it's not bad if you like light beers. I'm not a big beer person, but I can drink this because it's in Jaws. And no, actually it is not bad. So there you have it. Jaws, real 3D, fantastic.